Hello, my friend. In this video, we're going to be discussing the role of ads for artists, particularly when it comes to the role of ads when you're trying to grow your numbers on Spotify and really build up everything that's going on over in your Spotify side of things. Because I think what's really important to always consider is traditionally with ads, there's something that everyone is reaching for, which is return on investment, a ROI. And this is a lot more clear to kind of look at and understand when you're selling a product in particular. It's very easy to measure. For every dollar you spend on an ad, you get $2 back in a sale of that product. When it comes to this whole spending money on ads to grow your Spotify streams, the ROI isn't as clear to see. And so I think it's important to really define the role of the ads and make sure that you understand what you're getting into, because you can easily spend, it could be about 20 cents per stream that you might get from a Facebook ad, and what you get back in terms of money is usually 0.00000 cents. So how can it make sense to run ads then if like the ROI there is so bad? And there's a particular reason, a little bit of a spoiler, it's mostly about triggering the Spotify algorithm to actually get a significant amount of streams, because the amount of streams that you get from Facebook ads directly isn't really that interesting, I don't think, and would be a waste of money if you couldn't actually trigger a lot of the cool, more interesting algorithmic things that Spotify has. And we're going to get into that in a lot more detail in this video. I should mention that this is going to be a clip from a live workshop that I did on Facebook ads, and I followed it up with a nice live Q&A as well. If you'd like to potentially join one of these, I'm going to be doing them maybe monthly. It's more private for my community over on like my mailing list. It's a little bit deeper in the Best Friends Club world. So if you want to see when the next one is coming out, make sure you check out the link in the description for a way to join my mailing list. One of the best ways is the 7-step release checklist that I have. It's completely free, and you'll also be able to get updates on anything else that I'm coming out with as well. So with that said, enough rambling, and let's jump into the video. So to start things off, really want to dive into what the role of ads are. So we're all like super solid on that. So essentially, when it comes to using ads for Facebook, using ads for Spotify, there's really two things we're doing, and one of them is trying to promote a new release. So the idea is that we put out a new release, and then we're going to start running some Facebook ads to that new release. And what you might see on a new release campaign there is something like 20 to 30 cents per stream, something like around 20 to 30 cents per conversion, that kind of number. And that's a pretty decent number, but obviously it could be better, of course. And the thing that's really a lot better than that is using those Facebook and Instagram ads to trigger the Spotify algorithm. In the new release kind of area, what we're looking for is that release radar boost. And kind of rough numbers here, but on a $200 ad spend, you'd be looking at around 5 cents per stream once you get that release radar boost, as opposed to 20 to 30 cents per stream directly from a Facebook or Instagram ad. So I think it's important to really understand that the role of the ad isn't to directly get streams, it's to trigger the algorithm and then get substantially more streams. Similarly, another big way to use this is with promoting a Spotify playlist. And very similar, when you're doing a Spotify playlist, a decent result would be around 20 to 30 cents per stream. And again, we're getting paid 0.0000034 cents per stream, which isn't super realistic. And again, so what we're trying to do there is to try to trigger the Spotify algorithm with those songs on your Spotify playlist. It's usually stuff in the back catalog. So from there, what we can see is triggering the Spotify radio algorithm and the Discover Weekly algorithm, which I've been finding to be way even better than Release Radar. And that could push down that cost to about 2 cents per stream, even less in some instances. And this is just rough numbers based on a $200 ad spend, but I want to really kind of hammer home the point here that Facebook and Instagram ads are really just a stepping stone to those algorithmic bushes that are really going to make a big difference in your stream counts. And I kind of want to dive into this a little bit further by showing you some actual numbers too. So if we're looking at a Facebook ad, we are assuming, let's say we're getting 20 cents per conversion. Let's say about 60% of those conversions click all the way through and actually stream the song. You looking at a $200 ad spend, we're looking at around 600 streams. So that's, 600 streams is still great, of course, but it's nothing to like be too excited about, considering like the potential that we can see with the algorithm. So what I want to show you now is some numbers from Release Radar. So Again, we're looking at that 600 streams from a 20 cents per conversion on Facebook ad. If you look at some of these release radar numbers, starting from the bottom, one of my songs that I released a while ago got about 3,000 streams from release radar. And then one of the more recent songs that I released out, Sunflowers, got just over 4,000 streams. My Spotify followers is around 4,000 followers. So those are the main people that would be seeing release radar. But really only like maybe 10 to 20% of your followers are actually going to listen to your music on release radar. So the majority of these streams are coming from that boost. And you can see that's really where the power is. Like the 600 streams from Facebook ads is definitely nice and helps, but the idea is to have that trigger the algorithm so that you're seeing thousands and thousands and thousands more streams than originally from those Facebook ads. And then I was also talking a little bit about Discover Weekly and radio. So let's have a look at that as well. So from Discover Weekly, the numbers are just a lot nicer as well. So what I've seen is earlier or older songs maybe getting 3, maybe 4,000 streams on Discover Weekly. And on the higher end, I've seen an additional 54,000 streams, an additional 90,000 streams from Discover Weekly. So again, this is really what the Facebook ads are all about. Getting this result here from the algorithm as opposed to those actual results on Facebook. And then quickly moving forward, some artists have see it better on Discover Weekly. Some see it better on radio. I see it better on radio. So I've seen as low as 4,800 and as high as 158,000 from radio. So this is just a quick reminder to know what the idea is of Facebook ads. It's to trigger something else entirely, as opposed to just getting direct streams from those Facebook ads. Hello again, my friend. So hopefully that adds some useful perspective into the role of Facebook ads and really where they fit into the whole idea of spending money on ads to grow your Spotify streams. Because ads can be super duper useful, but they can also be super, very vanity metric kind of thing where you're seeing numbers go up, particularly if you're seeing them just going up in the Facebook ads manager, but not actually growing your Spotify streams. You might want to reflect a little bit on that and make sure that you're fine tuning things so that you're really paying attention to what matters. So from kind of top level, it's making sure that you're spending money on Facebook ads to trigger Spotify algorithm to generate a lot more free streams from the different algorithms that are available. But even more than that, you want to make sure that you're not just thinking about numbers here. You're not just thinking about the money here. You're running ads to get your music exposed to more people that are going to become fans of your music and hopefully dive into your world even more. And that also is another thing where Facebook ads can be so effective is because you can do things like retargeting and you can reach back out to them and try to get them on your mailing list, and you can try to sell them products if you want to, CDs, all that kind of stuff. It's all stuff that's possible with this. And I think a good entry point is with trying to grow your Spotify, because it's something a lot of artists are interested in. And can get your feet wet into a lot of these more interesting music marketing and marketing concepts in general, like fan journeys, customer journeys, like thinking about the whole process that someone goes through for becoming a fan. And Facebook ads kind of shows you how you can tap into traffic to find an audience, to give them something of value, and in return that kind of a relationship grows, and that's how kind of fans and any relationship really is built too, which is super duper interesting. So hopefully you did find this useful. Again, if you would like to check out the 7-step release checklist that I have, every time I release music, I follow those 7 steps. There will be a link in the description below. It's completely free to download and it's very interactive. It'll give you extra resources for each of the steps so you know why you're doing them and how you can do them most effectively. And also, if you want to join in on any of these workshops in the future, we're going to be talking about lead generation, more Facebook ad stuff sometimes, release strategy, all sorts of different things about music career, stuff that I'm experimenting with and things that you guys are asking me to talk about. So we'll be doing that. And then I think I'm always going to follow them up with a live Q&A. So if you ever have any questions, we'll be able to go over them right on that call, and it should be fun. The last one was really fun. So if you want to know about that one, any future ones as well, great way is to grab that 7-step release checklist. Enough rambling from me. I'm going to log off now. So if you like this video, like and subscribe and all that good stuff. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video, my friend. Have a good one.